There are 3 reasons older golfers struggle with contact more than younger golfers. Today I'm going to show you what those are and more importantly, how we fix them. So let's get right after it. Number 3 is we lack a lot of turn, right? As we get older, we don't have the flexibility that we had before. So as we age, our golf swing, our turn in the golf swing naturally gets a little bit shorter. And as the turn gets shorter, it gives us less opportunity to develop speed, power, whatever word that you want to use. So the swing looks like this. We're set in there pretty good, okay, but we have lack of turn, therefore the swing gets really short, and then we have to try to create all of the energy and the downswing in order to hit the golf ball the distance we want it to, and it just doesn't work. So what can we do to fix that? Well, a couple things. One is in the setup. Very simply, you can take your trail foot, okay, your trail foot, which is for me is my right foot, and I can just flare it or point it out a little bit. The more I take my toe and flare it, the easier it is for me to make a bigger turn, okay, or to turn my hip. So that would be the first thing. The next thing that you can do, and you can see this right here from down the line, I got my main man, Nick, behind the camera. Nick, give him the thumbs up. All right, Nick gave us a thumbs up. Please give us the thumbs up on this video right now. So you got the toe flared a little bit. The second thing you can do to help you make more turn is to let the trail leg release a little bit. So notice how it's flexed. Let's just say there's 30 degrees of bend for sake of discussion. As you turn, I want you to feel like that flex releases, so now it's maybe more like 15 degrees. Okay, so I was at 30 and I went to 15. All right, makes sense. So let me go ahead and hit a shot, and then I got a drill to help you get that feel, and then we'll talk about the second reason older golfers struggle with contact. So here we go. I'm set in here, I got the toe flared. I'm gonna let the trail leg release just a little bit. Okay, that was definitely better. Had a swing that was a little bit longer. Now, what about a drill? What's a drill that we could do to kind of help us feel this? Pretty simple. What we're gonna do is what we call the step back drill. We've done this before. This is great for if you sway off the golf ball, things like that. So just take your regular setup, and if you're an older golfer, go ahead and take your hand and just kind of place it on top like this here, almost like a cane for stability. And just as you make a turn, go ahead and take your foot and just step back a little bit. Everybody see that? Little step there. See, this forces a bigger turn and helps your body get a sense of what that big turn feels like. So that was number 3, is we need a bigger turn. All right, number 2 is lead arm direction. All right, we talk a lot about this in the vertical line swing, the book, The Bad Lie, all these types of things that we're building here for you, the senior golfer, or what we call the experienced golfer. So we talk about lead arm direction. As we age, naturally we lose flexibility in the shoulders and things like that, right? So the lead arm tends to work more around and around as we get older. Now, as the arm works around, there's very little length to it. Notice the club head right here. See how high it is off the ground? Not very high, right? Notice the difference of that versus this. See where the club head is at right there versus here? So the longer that club head travels in the backswing, the more time and energy we have to create club head speed. Let me say that again, because that's important. The longer and further the club head travels in the backswing, the more time and energy we have to create club head speed. All right, so how can you do that? Let me give you a drill. Very simple drill. Go ahead and grip the club just in your lead hand only. And what you're gonna do is just go ahead and lift it up. See, there's little 1. There's 2, you know we love our 3 setters, right? There's 3. Okay, so now I have the feel of how my lead arm works. So now I just add the turn and I recreate that feel. So it's here and then I turn, boom. Here, turn, and notice the position of where that club head is at. Now it's nice and high. So as the club head travels longer, further in the backswing, I have more time, I have more energy to create club head speed, which is going to improve contact. All right, number 1. The number 1 reason older golfers struggle with contact is the easiest and the simplest. All right, and if you haven't already, hey, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. You know our favorite thing is we love hearing where you're from. We have people from all over the globe tuning in here to US Golf TV and VLS Golf, so be sure to put that in the comments. Now, the number 1 thing is simply ball position. Thinking, really, Todd, ball position? Yes, okay, because every golf swing has what we call bottom of the swing. All right, where the club hits the ground or where the club is at the lowest point. One of the easiest ways to improve contact is just simply move the ball back in the stance a little bit. If you have that ball too far forward, it makes it very difficult to create good, solid contact. So where should that ball position be? Well, you know this, as a reference guide, if I use the buttons on my shirt, I want my irons, like my 7-iron, my 8-iron, my 6-iron, to be basically off the buttons on my golf shirt. Hybrids, fairway woods, more off the typical logo on the golf shirt, driver on the inside of the lead arm, okay? Irons, hybrids or fairway woods, driver. Super easy reference. So how can you find that? Well, here we go. Let's just put our feet together and get the club face squared up. Ball's in the center of my heels. Take a step towards the target. Take an equal step away from the target, and almost automatically that ball is going to be more positioned in the center of your chest. All right, it is better to have the ball a little too far back if you're struggling with contact than too far forward. So as we get older, we lose strength, we lose flexibility. It's the whole premise behind the bad line, the vertical line swing, but we can get more hip turn, all right, with a little step back drill. We can get more lead arm height, get the club up there by a little bit of lift, and we can get that ball back in the position a little bit. And if we do those things, we're definitely going to improve our contact, even if we are an experienced golfer. Now that we've got more length to your swing, let me show you which arm should control the golf swing in my next video.